Once upon a time, 3 soldiers were marching home from war. Their names were Captain Andy, Private Charlie, and Private Max. They were tired and hungry and were looking for a village to find some food. Miss Laura and her friends from a nearby village were picking flowers. They heard the soldiers. Their village did not have enough food for hungry soldiers. The soldiers were tired. They laid down to rest. Suddenly, they heard a big growl. They were frightened. They thought it was a wild animal, but it was only Captain Andy's hungry stomach. The soldiers decided to march to the village and ask for food. In the village, Captain Andy pointed to a house. Max and Charlie went to the house to ask for food. People in the house told the soldiers they had no food to spare. Max and Charlie reported the bad news to Captain Andy. He replied, "The two soldiers went to another house and asked for food. The people in the house told them they had no food to spare. Again, Max and Charlie reported the bad news to Captain Andy. He sent them to another house. They asked for food, and again, the villagers shook their heads no. Max and Charlie asked Captain Andy what to do next. Captain Andy thought and thought. Suddenly, he had an idea.
I'll tell you what we can do.
He whispered the idea to Max and Charlie. The soldiers found a big kettle in town square. They filled it with water and built a fire under it. In the kettle, they put 3 round stones. The villagers watched the soldiers. They were curious and asked the soldiers what they were making. The soldiers said, they watched the soldiers stir the soup. They wondered how soup could be made of stones. They asked if they could help. Max, Charlie, and Captain Andy told them that some vegetables and meat would make the soup taste better. The villagers ran home and came back with food. Some people put carrots in the kettle and stirred the soup. dough, put in cabbage, and stir the soup. The villagers brought many more things to add to the soup. Onions, meat, barley, and spices. The soup smelled delicious. The village people decided to make the soup part of a big feast. They set a big table and had a wonderful dinner with the soldiers. The soldiers were happy they had such a delicious meal. Their stomachs were full. The villagers were happy they had learned how to make stone soup. The village band played and everyone danced.